You don't walk very far until you hear shouting, hollering from a multitude of voices. From a burning building, light streams along the darkened street. And as you come close enough to be illuminated, the shouts turn to whoops and whistles as the large group of people gathered in front of the burning building starts turning towards you. A couple of them just sneer at you. And a couple of them walk a little closer. Oi, come to congratulate us, have you? Or maybe y'all wanna join up, eh?
Can I just take my axe in my hands and glare at them?
Look at them. Only half of them can even lift the barrel. It's useless.
Where exactly are they if I wanted to say step right up in their face?
They're about 30 feet from you at this point.
I want to walk a little closer, please.
Trick is walking with her.
And just get pretty close to the side.
So there.
Wow.
Not like right in their face. I want there to be like a decent
Can
amount of space.
y'all give me a perception check, please?
I'm really good at those.
Yes, we
You
can.
try.
Yeah, me and Melody are fantastic at those.
Yeah, just everyone you don't need to.
Perception, you said.
I got a 0.
That's a 9.
How do you get
How the fuck did you get a 0?
I rolled a 1.
Natural one minus one. Yeah.
My first roll of the day, not 20, motherfucker.
Yeah,
I got a 17.
13.
My head is in my eyes.
Nice.
I can't see right now.
Good sign, Elf.
Yeah, so.
That's all your luck for the session gone.
Basically. Exactly.
Well,
I'll forget more too.
everyone who managed the DC of 20.
Whoa.
Nice, Elf.
You only see her for a moment, weaving between the bodies of the thugs, leaning in to whisper into people's ears. A woman clad in long robes clearly appears to be the leader of the rabble. For the rest of you, you don't notice that, but you do see that these, for ruffians and for prisoners, they seem almost coordinated as they all stand up as you step closer, step out of doorways, and jump down from boxes they've neatly stacked in front of the burning building.
As I see her, does she move like unnaturally or just like...
Not
Stepping
unnaturally, just very deftly.
Okay, she doesn't seem like weird, like unhuman in some way,
Nope.
I guess.
Yeah, those guys don't look like the casual thugs at all.
How many are there?
Well, why don't you give me an investigation roll?
Can I just count them?
You can try, but, you know, it is very dark with a burning building at their back, and there's quite a lot of them just sort
Oh,
of
that's okay.
standing in a large crowd.
What the fuck is that number? 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 20, 24.
Looks about like
Where the fuck
roughly
did my die go?
22, 23 of them.
How many people are with us?
So,
Who knows how to fireball?
this is the first horde fight of the game.
What the fuck does that mean?
So horde fights work a little bit differently.
Okay.
As you can see, there's not 20 different pawns on the board. Instead, it is one large group. This group acts a little differently, as you'll find out, but they act basically as one entity for the most part. The large group can be moved through as a crowd with certain disadvantages for obvious reasons, but it's not like it's an actual entity fully blocking. Just it is a crowd or a horde, and it will fight as such.
Hmm.
And everyone, please roll initiative.
Don't even let us ask questions.
I didn't
By
even
the
get to
way,
threaten them yet.
Rusty,
Yes.
Fucking hell.
does Draco watch his robot friend?
I mean, not actively, so probably no.
Okay.
Wait, is that a question about Melody?
No, no,
I'm
no.
assuming the broken.
No, no,
guy.
no, no. Wow. I wouldn't call Melody by her name. Fucking robot friend. Have you watched Bard Friend lately? What about Changeling Friend? Is Changeling Friend okay, do you think?
Is Changing Friend ever okay? Changing Friend is about to die.
Did you just call him Chris?
Yeah, Chris and Archie.
Chris and Archie. that's
Chris and
great.
Archie are the two skeletons for now.
Everyone write down their initiative.
Kimbo Raider. What's that?
The thugs in front of you, they don't rush into combat, even though it seems like, the situation has clearly escalated. They sort of very confidently just walk towards you. Which means fucking Rusty, can you just
Yes.
write numbers? I know
10.
it's 10, but I'm not gonna deal with if you write
Deal with Roman
Okay.
numbers.
You can write in Roman numerals, but guess what? I'll just skip your turns.
Because it's not a number.
'Cause I'll just ignore them at that point. Melody.
But that's
you go
now an
first.
O. An O with
Oh,
a little
so how does
line.
targeting them work?
Well, you
Target them.
shoot into the crowd, as you would.
Oh, well then my new feature is not going to be helpful at all. Okay, I'll just use a charge of Web of Wand, I guess. There's not really much else I can do.
What does Web of Wand do again?
It was a 20-foot cube from the point. Webs are difficult terrain, lightly obscure the area if the webs aren't anchored between two solid masses, such as walls or trees, or layered across the four walls, soon the web will collapse on itself.
Just
Blah, blah, blah,
a
blah.
huge web that makes them
It's
slow
a web.
down.
So it's difficult
Each creature that starts to turn the webs enters
No,
them
they're
must make a dex save. On a fail, they're restrained.
Can I use my reaction to snap the wand?
And whoa.
I remember you used it on me.
So the wand also targets any creature within that 20-foot cube, right?
Yeah, it just puts webs in a 20-foot cube.
All right.
And if creatures start in there, it's a dex save or they're restrained.
So Melody whips out another wand, different from the one she was waving around earlier, conducting music, and just shoots a giant web that covers the entire crowd, and all of them are sort of just all of a sudden shouting and struggling against the web.
Well, that's all. I have, like, nothing to do.
Quick, go chop off their heads.
I mean, you just
The
made
web
a
is
web.
flammable.
Ooh.
If anyone wants to light it.
Also, that's so much more horrifying than just chopping their heads off. Dear God. Jesus.
Is it though?
Yes! I think burning alive is a little worse than getting your head cut off, Alavan.
I'm giving them the...
Have you ever been
it's their
chopped
own
your head off?
medicine! It's the taste of their own medicine. They just burn the building. They get burned.
Can we have some battle tunes up in here? Gotta get
Yeah,
into
what is
the mood.
this? No music.
There's the Witcher music.
I had it lined up and I forgot to just press enter. My bad.
Okay.
It's Mass Effect.
Something like that, yeah. I know it.
Yeah, this sounds classic.
Is it someone's turn now?
1 second. I'm just reading up on the web spell.
Oh.
Okay. Yes, it is the Larian's turn.
Is it now?
Is it really?
Doesn't yours say like 11? Oh,
16.
There we go. Listen, if you write next to Rusty automatically, it just kind of looks weird.
Elf is the new Freya.
No, those two have always been.
Um,
Yeah, it's elf stuff.
how
Frank.
does it work if I do like AoE type saving throw?
Well, you see, hordes are immune to many conditions as a group. However, if the effect targets a large number of creature, which is like 10 or more, the save gets made like it would against normal creatures.
So my thing is I can choose. It doesn't say a limit, so I think I can do it on everything in within 30 feet of me.
And what's the...
Conquering presence.
What does it do?
As an action, force chosen creatures within 30 feet to make a wisp saving throw, or they become frightened for 1 minute.
Ooh.
Creatures can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns. So how would that work in this situation?
Each creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet of you.
Yep.
Yeah, that would work in this context. Let me just...
That would just look so cool. I just walk in, everyone just.
Did they save against the web, by the way?
So, when the effect targets a large number of creatures, the horde is required to be the only target of such effect, and it loses its immunity against these specific effects, but it makes any saving throws related to it at advantage. So, do you step up though? Because right now there's more than 30 feet between you and the crowd.
So I can't do it like at the horde. I'm the lady in.
No.
in
It is within 30 feet within your range.
Yeah, but you said something about the horde is immune if it something.
You're too
Well, the
far away,
horde-
you gotta move.
Yeah, I got
If
that
you, if
part.
you do this, the horde has to be the only target of
Yeah, that
such
thing.
a spell.
Yes, I can't target the lady.
Well,
in
the
the...
commander is part of the horde at this point.
Oh, okay. Yafuki.
Though the commander can be targeted separately.
Oh.
But none of you know the commander is there, except
Only
Frank.
yeah. Only Frank.
I'm gonna step one more up. Then I'm gonna use my channel divinity to conquering presence.
Well,
Who is that?
it's impressive with the kind of aura that Frank just exuded at this point. But, well, the crowd still hacking and slashing at the web seems to completely ignore you.
What's the mod? Oh, that's the advantage. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, fuck. I'll hold my ground on this. That's my turn.
Dularian.
Mm-hmm. Just a quick question. Do my skeletons like can just exactly do what it says in the books about skeletons, right? So I don't have to like give them a weapon so they can make a ranged weapon attack, or do I have to like get both of them a ranged weapon so they can make ranged weapon attacks, or because the book says it, they can just do it? Because they have a short sword and a short bow attack in the books.
I remember giving one to like.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah.
The book sort of goes off of, an animated skeleton
Yeah,
getting that equipment.
I know. So
Since you were
that's
kind
why
of
I
in a
ask.
situation where you didn't have just access to all of that, I would argue that you would need to arm them.
Mm-hmm.
However, if I remember correctly, I think Draco gave you a crossbow.
I think it was.
Yeah,
one
that
of
was
the,
that was
like,
one. That's why
the
I'm
light
asking, like, if both could shoot or if only one could shoot, because we only have one crossbow yet.
Well, only one could shoot.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. If we go flavorful, which I like, by the way, or if we go by book, basically.
Though, I would argue, depending on how coordinated you are, you could have one reload the crossbow and throw it to the other, as long as they're within passing distance of one another. I would allow both of them to shoot, but you would have to give me an intelligence roll for it. Because I think you are still actively controlling them at that point.
Yeah, I can only give them. I can only give both of them one command, so I couldn't like shoot and reload or something. I can only say shoot or reload or attack, or I don't know,
I
just
see,
one
okay.
command for both of them, or all I control. I can not give different commands with one bonus action, basically. Only one
So
command to
you
all
don't
of
have
them.
a telepathic link like you would with a familiar.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Just
Yeah, then
okay.
that makes
Then I'm just gonna say, Archie shoot. To let Archie shoot as a bonus
Okay.
as a bonus action. So yeah,
Archie shoots.
Archie shoots. That's a 22 to hit.
That hits.
And 1d6 plus 2. Oh, I don't have a d6 yet. Let me grab one. So 6 damage. 6 piercing damage. And then I'm gonna also cast... yeah, Ding Dong, Toll the Dead.
Dong.
Wisdom saving throw for the Horde. No! No! Ah, was betraying me, the robo guy.
Oof, that was so close.
Yeah, I know. It was basically the 4 and then it just...
They also have a
Yeah.
+0 on anything except strength.
Yeah, that would have helped. But yeah, 19 is enough to save. And that's my turn.
Okay. Rune.
I don't know what I can do. Are they like within 40 feet of me?
I mean, you can count the squares.
Are they 5 or 10? I think they're
It's
5, right?
5.
I have to run up and hit them, don't I? Oh, wonderful. Yeah, let's do it. Fuck it. Let's go hit things, I guess. So I don't know if that hurts the web as a character. It's fine. Okay, let's do that. Okay, sorry. I grabbed the wrong thing. Ah, fix it. Time. Okay. First attack is a 19.
Oh, she does sound a little bit robotic.
I don't know what to do with that. Sorry, guys.
I think it's
Robo Faye.
mostly Discount. Rasp and Faye. Because...
Ah,
What?
Never mind, okay.
I don't know what to do with that. Does 19 hit?
19 hits. The AC is 10 on 12
Whoa.
humans.
Well, then both of those hit. Do I just do damage? What the fuck? Where did my axe D10 go?
Well, just get new ones. It's not like there's infinite bags over here.
But that was a special one. No, I don't know which one of these are D10s.
Give birth to my dice.
That's fine. I need a D12 anyway.
You need to make a sound mod where each time we take a die, it just goes.
How about no?
How about it?
You just make the sound
9
effect.
plus. Oh, Frank's really
How about you
close.
just
Sorry,
ask-
Frank.
Heated.
9,
Hmm?
10, 11, 12.
It's not like it does it all the time
14.
anyways. Close.
15. It's 14 plus. Uh, 25 overall. And also I use my bonus action to rage. So let me roll that. One. Oh, sorry, Frank. So this says, necrotic energy bursts from you. Each creature within 30 feet of you takes 1d10 necrotic damage, and I gain temporary hit points equal to the sum of necrotic damage dealt to creatures.
Oh.
So... Does that mean I gain temporary hit points equal to however many, like...
So how much damage did you?
I deal
8.
8 necrotic damage.
Poor
Sorry.
Frank.
How much did you get from Frank?
I get the sum of all necrotic
No,
damage
how much do you
dealt.
get from Frank specifically?
Are you... I get 8 for
8.
him.
Okay, that makes 18.
Damn.
Tanky rune is tanky.
I finally got something useful. I'm so sorry.
Only 18? What?
Frank dies.
Stealing HP from your friend. God.
Beggar, what number did I give you for my current hit points?
For your current 45.
It did move me up. Okay, thank you.
Which means you have now...
I thought that number was too high.
How much do you have?
I have 45 plus 18 temporary.
You almost have as much temporary hit points as I have hit points currently.
I'm so sorry. I did not think that would happen because I've gotten teleportation
It's
like every time.
It's fine.
I'm so sorry.
I'm collateral damage.
Hey, I finally hit you back. Now we're even. Yeah,
You
I ended my
start
turn.
slashing at the crowd, and as you do, and you slowly fall into a rage. Necrotic energy, like almost like tentacles, just sort of arc out of you, hitting Frank square in the chest, and lashing over the crowd of people. However, you suddenly feel stronger afterwards. Draco.
I'm with Blast. Oh, if I can work out how to control the... Yeah, there we go. Just gonna use my lightning launcher.
Blast him.
16 to hit, and 16 damage. And the second attack, 13 to hit, 6 damage. That's my turn.
Okay. Kelsey.
Nah, I don't think Phantasmal Force is gonna work on this.
Well, unless Phantasmal Force can target 10 or more,
Yeah,
it's highly unlikely.
I just cast Dissonant Whispers. That's all. Maybe have a attack that targets the people.
You kind of mumbled at the end there?
But I can still like attack even if with a spell that just attacks
Yeah,
one
you
person.
can attack as regular.
Okay, I cast Dissonant Whispers on them.
Give me
They have to make
what-
a wisdom save.
wisdom save. That fails.
Yay. They take 15 psychic damage and they have to use direction to move away. This nice.
You can see the crowd disperse a little, but as a whole they seem to keep together.
Yeah, that's my
The crowd moves up, surrounding both Rune and moving towards Frank. And they make 4 attacks.
For against both of us?
Well, 2 against Rune, 2 against you. So that is a... Let's see...
It's like 2 misses.
So, it's 2 pitchfork attacks. 2 torch attacks. Both have +5 to hit. That makes 22. Does that hit?
Yes.
And Frank does a 19 hit.
Yep.
Rune, you take 11 fire damage. And Frank, you take 7 piercing damage.
Is it the other
But-
way around? The
What?
torch was at me.
No, the torch was at the closest one because the pitchfork has the range.
Oh.
Rune, if you would be so kind as to flip this coin,
I do that.
throw it around a little, and then you can just throw it like a dice, to be honest, or you can just press R on it.
Oh,
Heads.
Heads.
Okay, so
everyone dies.
everyone around you all of a sudden just dies. No, I'm kidding.
You explode.
Heads are rolling
Don't give
around.
ideas.
You
That's my fate.
This has happened before to you. You've been in a rage, gotten hit, and you've ignored it. But you've always felt the wounds. This time is different, and as you get hit by the torch, for a moment you remember getting burned by arcane energy from that dragon. And you trigger your ability, Feel No Pain. From now on, when you take damage, you flip a coin. Upon heads, you are immune to any physical condition caused by an attack, such as poison, paralysis, prone, as well as breaking concentration. However, the amount of damage you take is unknown to you, and if you don't keep track, could cause sudden incapacitation.
How do I keep track?
Well, that's why I asked you for your HP
Oh.
and have a counter of my own.
Okay. You gonna tell me what happens on tails?
Come again?
You gonna tell me what happens if I flip tails?
If you flip tails, you just take the wound as normal. All regular effects apply, and you know exactly how much damage you took. However, if you feel no pain from a wound, you can't really tell that you got hurt in the first place.
Okay. Sick.
Oh shit, yeah.
That's like a mechanics question. Is this just for now, or is this a new thing I have?
This is a new thing that you have specifically.
Dope.
Forever.
We
Do I
all
choose to trigger it?
Huh?
Do I choose to trigger it?
Nope.
It just happens.
It happens when you take damage.
Oh, that's a 1d1000.
We all should have gotten hit by that dragon.
I kind
That's
of like
dope.
that. You know, that's not.
Don't throw
like,
yourself
it's-
into the flames. You might
Like,
listen.
No,
There's
I'm
some-
nervous,
there's
but
some
I
good
like it.
stuff. There's some that's like, there's a trade-off, like aspens. And then there's some really bad ones.
It's an example.
I really hope.
I'm
Frank got
not gonna
something
give you
good.
examples, because you might know them.
Now we
Fingers
just
crossed
know
that
what
Elf got something good too.
Plus, it's like what I'm doing is like an amalgamation of a few different tables. And it's not complete,
Thank you.
So it's yeah. If I'm
Hopefully
ever
I
done with
don't.
it, I'm probably gonna put it online.
Hopefully I don't get randomly incapacitated, but I'm willing to take it. It's dope. I'm scared, but nice.
Considering how lucky I was with the rolls on the dragon fight,
Do
I
you
probably rolled bad on the other thing.
Well,
Last-
you don't know anything about what you got.
last question?
Yes.
Does this interfere with my resistances from rage? Like, does the damage count with that, or due to this thing, does the unknown damage
Not
just
at all.
become unknown damage taken?
In the future, if you flip heads, I just won't tell you how much damage you take, but I will keep your resistances in mind. It's
Okay.
physical resistance against slashing and piercing.
Piercing
right?
and bludgeoning. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to like check that. Obviously I know you wouldn't tell me, but I wanted to know if you were keeping my resistances in mind.
Yeah, I will.
Cool. Thank you. Alright, I'm done. You may get back to your game now.
The crowd lashes out with pitchforks, swords, spears, and flames. And a few of them actually manage to reach you. And in the midst of that, and you see this, Elf, because you've been keeping an eye on the commander. You see her again, just flashes of her between the crowd, appearing on the left side, on the right flank, somewhere in the back, whispering. And she uses her action to stir them for another attack. This time, she also appears at the front, making a single weapon attack. These ones directed at Alf. And Frank. So that is a 22 and a 19.
Yes.
Ouch.
You take 11 damage.
Are you
And
still alive?
You... Please give me a 1d10.
Oh no, is that your special thing?
I don't know.
So, your ability is molten metal. Whenever you are wounded, molten metal jets from your wound,
Ooh.
dealing 1d10 burn damage every time you take more than 10 damage on a melee hit. The molten metal will also ignite any flammable substances within a 5 feet radius of you.
Web?
When you are killed,
Web.
you explode, causing 3
What?
fire damage to everyone within 10 feet.
When does he explode?
When he dies.
Oh.
I'm so glad I'm immune to this.
Like, dies or falls unconscious? Dies.
When he dies.
Okay.
When he dies, he explodes in
Okay.
basically an explosion of molten metal.
God.
So wait, are they still covered by web? Does that set the web on fire?
Well, regardless of whether or not it's the web or just their clothes, you see flames dance over them as some of them just scream all of a sudden when when Frank suddenly receives a wound and you see something just that doesn't quite look like blood, not like it used to. Squirts out of Frank's arm.
I love how both are kind of fitting for the characters.
Wait, I have another question about mechanics. Are physical conditions like burning? I'll look it up. Never mind. Ignore me.
Well, that's not really burning. I don't think is really a condition so much as a
Okay.
You're on fire.
I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
like poison is the state of body. You know, grappled, paralyzed, petrified, that kind of thing. Those are body conditions. Or
Okay,
frightened,
cool.
for example.
I'm big stupid. Also, apparently, especially so, because I just looked up physical conditions online without the 5E. Just expecting Google to understand.
We all of them.
I would assume it doesn't take effect if something
just
knocks
for-
unconscious, because
Cool.
incapacitated is a condition.
Well,
for real.
incapacitated is just an ultimate condition. That's not really
Cool. Thank you.
something
a bit
you
of,
can ignore.
Flavor. As she hits me on the, what did you say, magmas? Or molten metal?
Molten metal gets out of your wounds.
Yeah. After that, as she stabs me and that happens, Frank just barely manages to catch himself as he's about to just tip over after that stab. Becker, do you have my spreadsheet open?
Do I have what?
Do you have my character sheet?
I
Did you
can
go down
go
to exactly 1 or what?
Just put it up for a second.
Oh my god, what happened? Let me load it. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Now I wanna know.
Okay. Yeah.
Nothing. This is gonna be fun.
Look it up the right way so you don't get what you want.
From the back of the line, you hear the familiar click next to you, melody of a flintlock musket being loaded. A shot rings out, and you hear a distinct shout from the crowd as you see one of them fall, and a rat slowly reload his musket once more. The heavily armored companion from Squad, a hero, now slowly begins swinging his hammer in a rotating motion as he begins walking forward toward the crowd. With each step, he begins picking up speed until it ends in a charge with his massive stone hammer just swinging into the ground.
Are you trying to one-up me?
And now it is Melody's turn again.
Okay. Move up a little. Am I able to see the lady in front and determine that she's...
No, for you it was just another one of the crowd stabbing in the tumultuous fight.
Well, is my web on fire?
Yeah, parts of it are burning, and so are pieces of clothing, parts of cloth.
It's like the... If I cast web again, will it just immediately catch on fire because they're already on fire?
I mean, I guess we'll find out, won't we? If you do. I mean, you don't have to, you know. You
I mean, there's nothing else I can do.
twiddle your thumbs or something. You know, you could just shout encouraging words.
Don't you have like firebolt or something as counter?
Yeah, it only targets one person.
You can target.
You hit the
no,
horde as one person.
The horde
Okay.
counts as one entity. The special effects are the only thing that affect the horde differently, such as terrified, paralyze, and so on.
Okay. Then, yeah, sure. I'll shoot a fire bolt. Pew!
Ooh.
Hey! Nat 20.
Oh damn.
That's a crit. Which of these is a D10? Is it this? I think it's these. That's 40-10. It's 2. 15. 25.
At the right flank of the crowd, you see one thug that looks particularly angry at you.
Oh.
He's wielding a large crossbow,
Oh.
and he's sort of holding it ready to fire. You make eye contact with him, and almost reactionary, you shoot out a bolt of fire. And as you look back up, as the flash of the fire dissipates, it almost looks like you didn't do anything, as he just stays there, standing, before he just topples over, a burning hole in his chest.
You.
Dularian. Oh, Frank! Frank, it's your turn.
Just kidding, that was blowing.
Desperation.
Um,
Wow, so it takes you one turn to remember Frank. Took you all combat.
I'm just gonna write your names in like a list every time.
Like-
Like that'll help you.
No, it won't.
You said you were gonna do that so many times, and yet here we are.
I will,
I'll just
start
like draw
drawing.
a freaking pentagram. Oh, wait, it made it the wrong way.
They make a pentagram to help me makes it the wrong way. You better be putting arrows on that.
Whoa, what is going on
because
here?
Otherwise,
This is
you're
my
still
ton order
gonna mess
pentagram.
up.
This is a pentagram.
Well, this
Yeah.
is how I know who's next. I just
It's
followed the
beautiful.
line.
It's his own style, okay?
Please take your turn, Frank.
I used my, the rest of my Leon hand spool.
Okay.
And since I've used my action on that, I can't do the extra attack, right?
Is Leon Hand's action?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then
Yeah, both my attacks just skip kinda, yeah. Yes. And I'll hold my ground.
So how much do you heal?
8.
8?
Mm.
guess how much HP he has now.
9.
9.
Ding, 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 ding. Okay. Dularian.
Mm-hmm. As I look around, does anyone else look like they are below half half HP? Because that's one of my fucking channel divinities. I can heal people, but only if they are below half HP. So I guess Frank is still below half HP. Is anyone else?
Well, you see that Frank's pretty hurt, even through his massive armor.
Mm-hmm.
And
Just
you're not
sound.
quite sure what happened when people started screaming, like almost like he squirted acid on them or something. It was kind of far away, and you know, the light is kind of obscuring everything.
Okay.
But
I just scream, Archie, give me cover! So while I move forward, Archie's gonna take another shot.
does Chris follow you or
No, Chris, I never gave any kind of order to Chris. 21 to hit. So that is 5 piercing damage. and then I'm gonna use my channel divinity to preserve life. I can use 5 times my cleric level, so 30 HP. I can heal to people who are below half HP, and I can choose which ones within 30 feet of me, and I can divide those hit points among them however I may feel, but I cannot heal them above half HP. So I'm gonna use, since no one else is below half HP, I'm gonna use all of them on Frank, so he goes back to half HP, whatever that is for him.
So that
Only if your half HP is lower than higher than 39, then you're not gonna get there.
yeah, but do you have to expend everything then?
Yeah, the rest just poofs. It's just like
Okay.
using one energy, so I can as well pump it into you until you get half HP, since no one else is yet.
So since
know
I
that.
have 53 max, is it rounded up then, or rounded down?
Depends
Huh?
on the DM, I guess.
You mean if you had... No. He heals you for however much he gives you. He has 30...
Yeah,
Which-
but you can
oh yeah,
only
divide
heal
that
up to my half.
up to
Right.
to no more than half. So I guess it's down.
also only
So
heal up.
I cannot restore more than half. So if we round it up, it would be more than half. So we have to
Yeah,
round it
round it
down. Yeah.
No, round it up. It's fine.
Okay.
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 So then I get one more hit point.
So yeah, yeah, that's my turn then.
You can see Frank from like having slight bent knees to actually standing up straight now.
Frank, you got this.
He just look back and thumbs up that fucking what's it called again? Oh. Why can't I remember his name?
So in character.
Who we talk about?
I'm not sure because you can't remember.
The anime. What's?
Anime.
Yeah.
All Might.
Yeah, All Might.
Okay. Yeah, like the smile and the thumbs
Look
up.
back, thumbs
Yeah.
up.
Okay.
Even though
It's
you
gonna
can't
be
say
fine
All
because I am here.
Rune.
Yes. It is my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I wonder what I'm gonna do. It's such a mystery.
Yum yum damage?
God.
Ding dong damage.
Shit. I'm gonna attack them, obviously. Fuck you. That is... it beats a 10. If the DC is still 10, that's
It's
6
12.
plus 8.
Still beats it.
Okay. I'm not here to do math, I'm here to be a dick. I don't know.
Ooh,
Nat
natural
20!
20.
Ah,
So I'll roll the first one and then the... Why is
I'm
it...
gonna grab some water.
Is that an oof for someone else or is that an oof for me?
No, that's just a general oof.
Oof for the
Okay,
bad
so
guys.
here's the first one that wasn't a nat 20.
Very good.
11 plus 5 plus 2.
18.
18 for the first one, and then for the second one it's 8 plus 1. And then I only add the extra damage once, yeah?
Yes.
Mhm.
Plus 1 plus 5 plus 2. So it's 9 plus 5 is 14.
16.
Yeah. 16 plus whatever I got last time. It was 18?
The first one was 18, yeah. 16 plus
18
18,
plus 16.
34.
34 damage. Let's swing my axe around.
You see bodies fall under your heaving blows. And at this point you can see that probably close to half of the people in that crowd actually remain standing. Standing among the bodies of their compatriots. Draco.
A blast.
Blast.
I blast him.
Blast him!
Blast. So 13 and 8 damage. And the next one is a 12 and 12 damage. That is my turn.
Yeah, you shoot a couple of bolts of lightning into that crowd that has dimmed out significantly, and with your blasts you dim it out a little more.
Oh, sorry, actually, I shouldn't have done the second d6. So that would just be, I guess, 7 on the second attack rather than 12.
So that's like 6 less damage. How much damage is that less?
It's
5 less.
5
I'm
less.
just gonna, yeah, just
Silly me.
Elsa.
Okay, I wanna try something. Probably gonna fail, but
Magic.
whatever. I wanna cast Calm Emotion on the whole group.
Calm emotions.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a 20-foot radius.
Why?
You have to make a. Well,
Do it. Don't
because
let me
then
stop you.
If they fail, they won't attack for at least a round until you attack them
I
again.
don't know if that's what Calm Emotions does.
Yeah.
I think it does.
It makes them indifferent. It makes hostile creatures
Suppress
indifferent.
strong emotions in a group of people, which is like fittingly here.
Yeah. So they have to make a charisma save. So because their turn is right after mine, so if they fail, they at least don't attack for a
Oh yeah,
turn.
they are indifferent then instead of hostile.
Yes.
Although this indifference ends if the target is attacked or harmed again.
Okay. Charisma, huh?
Huh.
Oh boy.
No.
This is the second 20 on the save for this crowd.
The other one was a nat 1.
You try to calm their emotions, and well, you can at least like Frank and Rune, you see that the anger in their eyes seems to fade. However, their hostility does not.
No.
Wait, did we need to make saving throws too?
No.
Unless you like, if you actually if you calm Rune, you probably could have.
Yeah. Are you ending my rage?
No.
No, it's creatures she chooses.
I was like, you better
I
not.
think. Actually, no. It says each humanoid in a 20-foot sphere.
I
I
can't
guess you
rage
can
forever.
choose.
Yeah, she can center the
Yeah.
sphere so that rune doesn't get hit.
Yeah,
Right, you gotta,
wouldn't that be hilarious?
gotta crimp my flow, man. It's not very
Maybe.
cash money of
You
you.
just feel super calm almost. You don't want to fight. You know, Rune, just take a chill pill. You know.
Well, it was worth a try.
Mm-hmm.
Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay. The crowd has diminished significantly, so I'm going to reduce its size.
It shrinks.
It does indeed. And once more they lash out with pitchforks, torches, and some in the back just throw rocks into the mix. So that's a 20 on a rock. 14, does that hit? Rune?
No.
Okay. But I'm guessing the 21 hits, and I'm guessing one of them is
The natural 20, does it hit?
Isn't
I'm
that
actually
20?
immune
That's
to
a
natural
crit hit?
20s.
Let me see. That's actually not that much damage, so.
Yeah, but I don't know how much damage.
I mean, it was net 20 on a stone. If you get
Wait.
one in your eyes, it still fucking hurts.
Do I
So
flip
let's
the
roll the
coin
stone first.
every time I take damage?
They hit you in the eye, you are
Or
now
just the
blind
first
for the rest
time I
of the
take...
game.
Important question. Do I flip the
Flip a
coin
coin.
every time? Okay.
Flip
What
a
is every time?
coin.
Every
Where the fuck
time,
is the
or
coin?
it's here. Oh no! Oh, tails. Just normal.
So you take 5 bludgeoning. That's
Is that
already
with
with your resistance.
What?
That is already with your resistance.
Bam. Is that
And-
also the crit, or...?
Yeah, that's the crit.
Mhm.
Oh shit.
Listen, rocks aren't that effective as a weapon. But here comes the pitchfork.
Hit me, man. Hurt me, I'm ready.
It's 10 piercing, so 5 piercing.
Do I only flip it once per getting hit
Yes.
round? Okay. How many was that?
5 piercing with your resistance.
Okay. Not doing too bad. And here you had me all worried. Look at you. Bold fucking words.
If I were in that crowd, I would be worried now. Fucking raging barbarian with 100 HP and resistance to everything.
And I'm just fucking cutting people in half left
Yeah.
and right.
If I were in that group, I would be like, fuck you, whoever you are, woman. I won't listen to you anymore.
Seconds, and this crowd is already basically in half.
Well, the half crowd fights with Fava. But one of them in their midst is stoking that fervor. No longer whispering, you hear shouting words, rallying the troops. As some of them suddenly seem emboldened to fight on. And they... Okay. Melody.
Mhm. Arr. Arr. I guess I'll just shoot another firebolt, unless I can now see that person shouting.
I would argue so.
Do I need to make a check?
Give me an intelligence check.
Intelligence. Just straight intelligence?
Yep.
Oh, that's a 9. Assuming that's a fail.
I didn't know that coughing is infectious.
Haha.
Please don't
You know,
die.
I think he got me sick through the internet as well.
He muted himself. He muted himself. He's coughing more.
No, I'm not.
Oh, poor beggar.
No,
Oh, are you
I
okay?
guess since that fell, I'll just do another firebolt.
Damn.
Yeah,
See,
well,
it's like you need to go to the
You
doctor.
see
You're
a
infecting all
person
of
shouting,
us.
but because you didn't see her before pulling the strings, you don't realize that she is the one commanding the crowd.
Firebolt.
Oh, another
Another
natural
nat
20.
20.
Oh god.
What is happening? What is happening?
Seven. $17. Pew. Another cough drop.
Everyone's dying.
Please don't die.
Okay. Rank.
Do I still see the woman?
Yeah.
Somewhere in between there? Fuck it. I'm going straight for her.
Do you challenge her in anywhere, or do you just straight
Smash.
attack her?
That landed weirdly. Well, whatever. 19.
Yeah, that hits.
And the second attack is even higher. So I need this. Is that false? Yeah. Wow. So that's 27.
Is that a single attack, or do you
That's
multi-attack?
Both
That's fine.
attacks.
So, running past you, Rune, you see Frank throw himself into the crowd for whatever reason. Striking left. Someone tries to get in your way and immediately gets cut down from the strike meant to hit the commander. Your second strike, however, connects, and the commander seemingly falls. There are only a few people left standing, and well, they seem desperate, almost like they've been backed into a corner and are now just fighting for their survival. Dularion.
I'm just gonna let Art shoot again, I guess. Natural 1. And I'm also gonna move forward and just try to hit them with my mace.
Draco, give me a constitution roll.
Oh no.
It's a save.
Dope. Oh, pretty good. That is a 18.
So, you don't hear what you don't see what happens Valerian.
Mm-hmm.
All you hear is a twang. And you notice that no bolt reaches the crowd you're attacking, like you told Archie. Because Archie went to shoot, but he forgot to aim. So out of his hip, he just sort of triggers the crossbow, which bounces off of Draco's armor, luckily. And
So-
yeah, Draco, you just kind of get shot in the back by a bolt that doesn't quite pierce your armor.
Watch it.
There's this skeleton behind you, blankly staring straight ahead, crossbow in hands. And in front, Dularian sort of like tolling an ancient bell, hits his mace left and right. And please give me your crit.
Funnily enough, yeah, that was a natural 20. Oh, that's not a good crit, but was the 1 plus 4 plus... Oh, it's only 5 damage.
Wait, 1d6 is your normal then? Okay.
That's the mace, yeah.
I thought you were gonna roll those 2 sixes again. I was like, okay.
No.
Okay.
I'm not really good at close range fighting, but since they have advantage on my fucking wisdom saving throws, I
That
thought
means that
I was
Rune,
gonna smack them.
Yeah.
it's your turn. The last few survivors standing in front of you.
I'm in half. Well, maybe not exactly in half, but got him up. That's all I do. That was weak.
You
Ah,
just kind of let
shit.
that drop. That wasn't
I
real.
tried to throw it and it just didn't work. What'd you say?
Hmm?
I let it drop what?
You just kind of let it drop. You didn't even drop it.
I tried to throw it.
Sort of left your hands.
Said no.
at that point.
That's a 10. Don't know if that hit.
This one hits.
Nice. So let's get that on the box. That's 18 damage.
Under your heaving blows, the last few thugs fall to the ground, bloodied and dead. You are out of initiative.